With my presentation, we can see how animals deal with climate change. In this slide, we see that there are multiple animals that are affected. The polar bear is affected because the glaciers in the ice caps that he was living on have melted. He only has so much ice that he can deal with before it all melts. Most of the time he is swimming, and I believe that is why he is all skin and bones. If we do not help these animals, he and his family and all other polar bears might be extinct. The next one we are going to look at is the coral reef. Now, due to the climate change and the pollution in the water, mainly climate change, different times of the water could be way too cold or way too hot, and it affects the coral depending on what it is. On the one side, it is bright, healthy orange coral, and on the other side, it is decaying coral. We can take care of this by either making an artificial coral reef, or we can try to move it to a different area where it could be more adaptable. In the second picture, we can see that a mama monkey holding her baby that has died in a forest fire. Now, with climate change, natural disasters happen, like forest fires. If we do not change, most of these animals and plants will be in our history books. They will be extinct. There is no bringing them back like the Jurassic Park. There will not be no more, oh, let's go see them in a zoo, because most likely they will not be in zoos. Most likely, us as people will not care, and they will eventually die off. Now, there are certain organizations that can help, like the World Wildlife Fund. They help most wildlife, and they take donations on their website. And then the Jane Goodall Institution. They are different researchers that try to set up to spread awareness. And then Wildlife Conservation Society, they help different sea animals and different plants and things like that. And the Panthers, they help like the South African animals, cheetahs, lions, tigers. Well, tigers aren't really South African, but they help. We need to act because this can tear down habitats. It won't only affect them, it'll affect us too, because there will be more carbon out in the air than what needs to be, and that can get in our food and then make us ill. Well, it'll make them ill first, but then it'll make us ill. And then extinction. We will not see these precious animals if we do not help by doing something. And then we can also act by lessening the habitat disruption, mainly because if we lessen it, then they won't have to adapt to another environment. But this is my presentation on animals and climate change, and I hope that you see how these animals and plants are affected, and you can reach out and try to help.